Actions of oxytocin. Oxytocin is secreted by the paraventricular nucleus of the hypothalamus. This is the paraventricular nucleus. First, let's see the action of oxytocin on the mammary gland. So, on the mammary gland, it is responsible for milk ejection reflex. That is, the ducts of the mammary gland are lined by the myoepithelial cells which are contractile in nature. Oxytocin causes contraction of these cells, thus allows the flow of milk from the alveoli into the duct system to the nipple. When the infant sucks the mother's nipple, plenty of touch receptors on the mammary gland, particularly around the nipple, are stimulated via the somatic afferent nerve fibers to the paraventricular and the supraoptic nuclei of the hypothalamus. These impulses are sent to the posterior pituitary gland, which causes release of oxytocin in the blood, which further causes contraction of the myoepithelial cells of the mammary gland, thus ejecting milk. Therefore, it is a positive feedback mechanism. Then we have action of oxytocin on the uterus. The first one is action of oxytocin on the pregnant uterus. During pregnancy, oxytocin secretion is inhibited by estrogen and progesterone. Closer during the end of pregnancy, secretion of estrogen and progesterone reduces, which increases the secretion of oxytocin, which is required for the contraction of the uterus and expulsion of the fetus. In the later stages of pregnancy, the number of oxytocin receptors in the wall of the uterus increases. Therefore, the uterus is more sensitive to oxytocin. During the onset of labor, the cervix dilates or expands, the fetus descends through the birth canal, receptors on the cervix are stimulated, and the impulses are carried to the paraventricular and the supraoptic nucleus of the hypothalamus, which further secretes large quantity of oxytocin, enhances labor by causing contraction of the uterus, which is a positive feedback mechanism. Now let's see the action of oxytocin on the non-pregnant uterus. On the non-pregnant uterus, it facilitates sperm transport through the female genital tract up to the fallopian tube by producing uterine contraction. Thirdly, action of oxytocin in males. Oxytocin is released during ejaculation by facilitating the release of sperm and contraction of the vas deferens.